So what's up, you guys? This is Kitara. Welcome to my channel. It's my first mukbang video and I'm doing it with like a burger. And this is not an ad. I'm eating de Beta. It's a Dutch brand or a Dutch restaurant. So I'm just gonna talk about the topic Black Piet, or how the Dutch say it, Zwarte Piet. I wanted to talk about this topic because I've seen it every year. This topic comes on the media, and it's not only nationally but internationally as well. People are noticing that Black Piet is like still relevant, like blackface is still relevant in 2019, y'all. It's still here, and me singing it, it's actually like I'm shocked, but I'm so used to it, seeing it every single year. Before social media was like active, most of the black people were used to it, and maybe it will hurt us, but many people will say like, oh, I'm just gonna ignore it and I'm not gonna like talk about it or bring the topic up. So today I'm just want to say that I'm bringing this topic up because it's important. Like, this needs to be discussed, and I'm tired like hiding. I'm tired of thinking, oh, I need to ignore this. I'm tired of people not understanding. No, not even understanding. I don't care if people don't understand, but the black people being portrayed or being used for just entertainment for the white people. So just use do your entertainment, but don't add us. Like, don't portray us. If you want a black man, just ask a black man, and don't paint your face and look kind of stupid and say it's like a holiday. I'm gonna tell a bit of the history of Black Piet. It's actually a holiday in the Netherlands. It's celebrated on the 5th of December, and every year the Dutch country celebrates it. It's like Santa Claus. In the Netherlands it's called Sinter Klaas. I'm just gonna start eating, guys, because otherwise my food is going to get cold. So there's a white man called Sinter Klaas, and there's black people like the Moors called Zwarte Piet, and they help Santa Claus give gifts to the children who are good, like good children, and they have good behavior and good grades. And the Black Piets, the Moors, are actually helpers of Santa Claus. And Santa Claus is a white man, like a white man with a white beard and lots of jewels, gold. He's like a rich man, and he rides on a white horse. His servants are Black Piets. That Santa Claus was actually a real person. So this story has a bit of history, but it's like romanticalized, or how do you say it? Or a fairy tale. Yeah, that's the word. Like, it's turned into it like a fairy tale. But Santa Claus was a real person, and that's why the US, that's why actually the people in the United States celebrate Santa Claus. It's actually a Dutch tradition that transferred while the US people were like from Europe, and they were like immigrants to the United States, brought Santa Claus. But Santa Claus is a white man as well, and wears red and has a beard, but doesn't use Black Piet, but uses elves. But it's actually originated from Santa Claus, Sinter Klaas, from the Netherlands. So the Black Piets were servants of Santa Claus, and who were like a hat, and they had curly hair, dark skin, and they wear like hoop earrings, and they wear like servants' clothes. Like that's their regular clothes. So if you compare how Black Piet looks now here, and if you compare like how the Moors look now, you can see similarities, you guys. And people still deny that Black Piet are not black people, or Black Piet are not Moors. It's so funny that people are like blinded by just tradition. Like, if you're celebrating something and it has like a negative vibe to it, or it has a bit of hurt. I don't understand like how you cannot like show empathy or try to understand, you know? Black Pete carries a bag and he has lots of candy. He also carries a bag to put in bad children or bad kids. And Santa Claus is like the holy part. He was holy, he was good, he didn't touch the children, but Black Pete was the one who got to punish children. So it has a lot of negative connotations, but here in the Netherlands, now the tradition has changed. Now Black Pete is happy. Black Pete helps children, but still, if you listen to the Dutch songs, I will play them a bit, but because of copyright, I can't play it. But you can hear, like, you can still hear in the songs that you get the roots. You will get, like, what is this? Let me tell. So what I'm seeing on social media is, like, people like Kim Kardashian, people like Waka Flocka are, like, reposting it. And there was a man, I don't know his name, but I'm gonna put the link down below. He was from CNN. He did some documentary about like Sinter Klaas, and he came to the Netherlands to talk about it. So those are like the celebrities or news people still talking about Santa Claus. And there's one public figure, she's an actress, and she's called, let me look her name up, I forgot her last name. She's called Sylvia, but her name is Sylvia Simmons. She was like a Dutch presenter, but she had like Suriname roots, so she's dark and she has an afro, and most of the time she's actually bald. And I remember some few years ago, she spoke up about Black Pete, that it was not right, and she believed it was very racist. And I remember the Dutch media actually, I remember some people on social media actually putting her face on a body and actually lynching her. And those things just are so sickening to me. Like, fine, you don't agree with her, but you have to lynch somebody? It's like, I don't get it. What I read about Kim Kardashian posting on social media, Kardashian posted like 2 days ago about Black Pete. This is what she wrote. This Dutch tradition called Black Pete is disturbing. And I know a lot of like people from the US like the Netherlands, but this is a part of the Netherlands that it's dark. You see a lot of different cultures, but acceptable in this society in 2019 shows that we still have a long way to go. A long way to go. People say like, why do you feel so offended? The history of Black Pete is actually a man who comes from the chimney and gets dark because he brings the gifts from the chimney to the children. So that's why he looks black. So why are you so irritated? Why are you so against it? It's so funny. How can Black Pete, someone who's not black then, gets dark, but comes out with red lips, comes out with bamboo earrings, and comes out with an afro? You tell me that's not a black person? If you try to deny it, you're just delusional and ignorant. You can clearly see that this is a black person. And people are saying like, so what? Yeah, maybe he's portraying himself like a black person. But why? Like, why? Because do you know how it feels like to be portrayed by someone who does bad to children? Do you know how it feels to be called names around those times? Like Jigaboo, Afro Kiki, hey Black Pete, Zwarte Piet, come bring me gifts. Do you know how Black Pete looks like? It doesn't look like it doesn't look like a black person. He's dehumanized. It's a dehumanized black person, an insult to a black person. It's an over-exaggerated character that it's insulting. I remember when I was a kid, I would be called names like Black Pete, Black Pete, Black Pete, Black Pete, and Black Pete was ugly. Black Pete was melting. It was a white man painting himself like black, and he was melting, and he looks darn scary. And if you tell me I look like that, how am I supposed to feel? How am I supposed to feel like a child? I was always sad on that holiday. Like, wow, they telling me I'm ugly. They are telling me that I'm like a servant. They're telling me like I look dirty. I'm melting. Most of Black Pete, like, they smell. Like, they used to come to my class and they would smell like crazy in those sweatsuits. Like, if it's about children that much, why does it matter that if you change the color of Black Pete? What does it matter if you change the color of of Black Pete? If it's insulting people, if it's hurting people, and if it has history, proven history, why wouldn't you change it? Because it's a way of having power, you guys. I see it a way of some white people having power on black people. And it's some kind of obsession with the black skin. It's so crazy. Like, if someone is insulting you, they will always go for your skin color. It's like, I don't get it. Like, is this melanin too hot for you? Why? Why are you stressing? Like, this skin color is on my skin. Why are you stressing? Why are you bringing it up? It's like their way of having something, but they are laying in the sun. They are injecting their lips. They are listening to our music. They are getting like their hips done and everything to look like us. But if it comes to the part to be like us and have to suffer like us, they don't know. They don't understand. But if you want to be like us, then you have to understand our struggles. You have to understand our history. If you don't understand our history, just be quiet and get educated. There are many darn books. And I'm so sad. Like, I'm so sad. Like, in the classrooms in the Netherlands, you don't learn about slavery. They skip over it like in 10 minutes. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's why people here in the Netherlands, most of them are ignorant. They don't understand. It's like, oh, it's a holiday, but it's not the same like the US, the black people. We don't see color, blah, 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 blah. It's bullshit. They see color here just like the US. And Zwarte Piet is for entertainment just like the US. It's the same. Cut it. Stop it. That is good. So not only that, there's some protests going on, and I've seen both parties being violent. The pro-Peets, the pro-Peets, the people who support Black Pete, and the people who are against Black Pete. Both parties has been violent. That one I'm against. Like, if you want to prove your point, you don't have to be violent. You don't have to use violence. That one I don't approve. I believe in peaceful protests like Martin Luther King. Like, I believe in that more than using violence. You can bring more attention to a problem doing silent protesting. And that's what I believe in. So I'm against all violence. Last month, I'm working. I'm helping a client. And he says like, oh, you have curly hair. I said, yeah, it's my natural hair. Like, what do you expect? Oh, just like Black Pete. Why would you bring up Black Pete? Like, sometimes I think they just want to hit that nerve and see your reaction. That's it. I just don't get it. So it's all like having power over someone. All having triggering that person. It's so sick. If I would wear like a body cam that day and have my afro out, wear red lipstick, and wear hoops, it will be like a disturbing day. I think I would move out of this country if I would do this like test, like this trial, like to see how people react. It's how crazy. You're black and you're wearing bamboo earrings and you're wearing lipstick and you will get like insulted. No question about it. Like around this period, like now, even now, like last week, I even got my family members get insulted. Like, what are those Afro kikis doing here? Around this period, you see all the hate. It all comes out, like it vomits. I can't imagine like letting my children grow up in this place, like in this country, if Black Pete's still there. And a lot of white people would say for Black Pete, go back to your country. If you don't like it here, what are you doing here? Foremost, the black people build this country. If you don't know your history, go read some books. Yeah? Go read some books. It will do you good. What do you think about Black Pete? Leave the comments down below. I want to know. And do you like this mukbang? Or am I pronouncing this wrong? If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And leave a comment down below what you think of Black Pete. I want to know your opinion. Let's keep it respectful. That's foremost. And subscribe. Like legit subscribe. Subscribe.